Welcome to the Brian Craig Show podcast. My name is Brian Craig, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. Well, the great Jack Posobiec, he's up in Philadelphia in front of Independence Hall with his family. And for those of you out there that are liberally impaired, Independence Hall is where the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776. I've been there. It is absolutely amazing. You get to go to the room where they sign the Declaration of Independence and everything, and it's like one of the most super cool things. And not too far in my direction from Jack Posobiec is the Liberty Bell. It's just a great place. So Jack Posobiec's out there with his family, and of course he's also broadcasting live on Real America's Voice. And a deranged lunatic Democrat, of course, recognizes Jack Posobiec. And you know what is it with the left? You know, in this day and age, we have so many medications for mental health, right? I mean, there's like no excuse. This isn't the 40s, right? I mean, how many mental health medications are liberals mental patients who are refusing to take their meds? I don't know, but they're nuts. They're nuts. And, you know, not only are they nuts and inappropriate and out of control and in a rage all the time, liberals, everything they think is wrong. The way they look at the greatest country that's ever existed, the oldest democracy in the world, the United States, they view everything about this country in the reverse that it really truly is. So far as President Trump goes, everything that President Trump and the Republicans are doing, they have no understanding what's really going on, and they're just angry all the time for no reason. Why be angry? You're in America, right? Look at what people are doing just to try to get here. So why would people be so angry that are in the greatest place there is to be, right? The United States. Well, it's because they're leftist. So let's go through that. This is Jack Posobiec, and this is today. He's in front of Independence Hall. He's with his wife and 2 children, and watch this nutbag.
You are the enemy.
Oh, look at this guy. Hold on.
The enemy. I mean, I'm going to play the whole thing. I'm not going to stop it every second. But this is the problem with the left. And they feel, well, they've got a lot of problems. This is one of the many problems of the left. You are the enemy. If you don't agree with them, you're an enemy that needs to be destroyed. That's how liberals view people who dare to disagree with them. And on top of that, they have the nerve to call themselves tolerant. The liberals are so tolerant, they cannot tolerate anyone who disagrees with them.
You are the enemy.
Oh, look at this guy. Hold on. We got a cop. Wait, turn the phone. Come back, sir. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. How are you? Please come back. Here, boys. Step aside. Step aside. Sir, no cursing. There's no cursing.
Did you hear this guy? He's dropping the F word, not just on television, and in front of these small children. He's dropping the F-bomb.
Come back. Come back. How are you? Please come back. Here, boys. Step aside. Step aside. Sir, no cursing. There's no cursing. There's no cursing. Can you do no cursing?
Probably not.
All right. Because we can't do cursing on air. We're FCC. We're FCC.
Okay, good.
Okay, so yes, I do believe we should get rid of that.
Tell me this, okay? My mom is half English, or my mom was English, my dad was Irish, right? Do I get to stay in the country when you guys pass laws that kick out all the Irish and the Italians and all the people of color?
I missed that. Is there some law that President Trump is proposing where we kick out all non-white people? And last time I checked, the Irish and Italians, they're white. What did I miss? I need to start watching MS Now and watching Rachel Maddow because apparently we're kicking out all the non-white people and the Irish and the Italians. Oh my God, my wife's Italian. Uh-oh, I guess I'll be living alone.
Okay, so yes, I do believe we should get rid of that.
Tell me this, okay? My mom is half English, or my mom was English, my dad was Irish, right? Do I get to stay in the country when you guys pass laws that kick out all the Irish and the Italians and all the people of color?
That's birthright citizenship? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yes, when you pass laws, because you have 4 votes now, right? You have 4 votes to overturn birthright citizenship.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and then you get to...
Well, for illegal aliens. Well, for illegal aliens. You understand it's for illegal aliens, right?
It's not.
Well, that's what the law is.
Did you actually? Protestant white supremacist.
I'm actually Catholic and Polish.
You're Protestant white supremacist. No, I'm Catholic and Polish. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when your mind is on liberalism, right? Oh my goodness.
For illegal aliens. You understand it's for illegal aliens, right?
It's not.
Well, that's what the law is. Did you actually?
Protestant white supremacist.
I'm actually Catholic and Polish.
So what? So you vote for the wrong people?
So what? No, I can vote for whoever I want. It's the United States.
You vote for
so wait. I'm not allowed to vote for who I want to, sir. I'm not allowed. So I can't vote. I can't vote for who I want to. How's that freedom?
You vote for the wrong person. You vote for somebody who wants to kick you out of the country.
I'm not going to be kicked out of the country. This is America. I say it's America. My wife's an immigrant right there, man.
Oh, he hates immigrants, but he's married to one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but you hate immigrants. You want your wife deported. You know, they covered up his shirt on Real America's Voice. They blurred it out. I wonder what it says on his shirt that they had to blur out on Real America's Voice.
My wife right here is an immigrant. You're the one who's dense. You're saying I can't vote for who I want. You're saying I can't. You're saying I can't vote for who I want. I can't. We're going. You said no cursing.
I die.
Sir. I just want to let you know. Make sure you film. No, sir. Sir, it's going to be overturned whether you like it or not because it's illegal. You see what they do? We got a nice day. There's children around.
Okay, his shirt says F something and something too. I don't know what the full shirt says.
And you are the one who has a big problem.
Yeah, I do have a problem with you.
Sir, we're having a great day here, and you're screaming in front of children.
Yeah, because he's nuts. You know, this guy, you know what's really scary about this? This is the kind of person that was running this country a year and a half ago. Right? And they had the auto pen, and they were just signing whatever they wanted to sign with the auto pen. And you know, look at what this guy says. Everything, you know, the tolerant left, right? Everything with this Democrat, like with all liberals, you hear the ones that call me here on the program, everything they think are negative stereotypes, none of which are true about Republicans, about MAGA Republicans, right? You know, and when you think about the mindset, and this is not new, okay? You know, there's Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing. Make no mistake about it. However, this liberal anger, like this guy, this isn't new with Trump. This didn't happen when Trump came down the escalator, okay? The Democrats always were this way. They were under control more because the rhino Republicans that were running the Republican Party before Trump became president the first time always went along with the Democrats and made friends with them. And what's happened and what some of the major changes are that's going on is that the Democrats know that they're lost. They're out of power. They have no sight on regaining power. The MAGA Republican movement is stronger than ever and growing stronger each and every day. They have no hopes of getting back into power. And they have this civil war going on inside the Democrat Party with these Democrat socialists that have infiltrated their party, that are trying to destroy the party from within. And that's why they're more triggered. On top of that, you add in the Trump derangement syndrome, and you're in a whole new space. And they're also triggered. There's a little extra triggering going on because the United States is celebrating its 250th anniversary. And you know, the one thing about the left, when I was a kid and I would hear, by the way, welcome to the program. My name is Brian Craig, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. And the Brian Craig Show podcast is available wherever you get podcasts, just whatever your favorite podcast platform is. Just go there and search for The Brian Craig Show. I'll come right up. If you want to catch the show live in video form, where you hear me taking live calls every day, that is on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for The Brian Craig Show there. But, you know, when I was young and I would hear Republicans refer to the left, the Democrats, as the Hate America First crowd, that just didn't make sense to me. I never understood that. It was confusing to me when I was young. And then, when I grew up, I see it. They hate this country. And it's not rational. What the liberals that are part of the Hate America First crowd, like this loon with Jack Posobiec in front of Independence Hall, that's, by the way, where Biden had his Gates from Hell speech. Remember that Gates from Hell speech? My goodness. Oh, boy. Most of them, whatever they're doing in their life is outlawed in these other countries around the world. Whether they're gay, have free speech. You look at some of these countries, you do not have free speech in England. You do not have free speech in Canada. You do not have free speech in Australia. On the morning show today, I was talking about this Stand Your Ground case where the woman defended herself against this lunatic in the Walmart parking lot here in Florida, right? Did you catch the show this morning? If you're in Canada or in England and someone tries to kill you, you don't have you're not allowed to have weapons to protect yourself. In Australia, I've seen cases in Australia in the news. There was one guy, someone broke into his house to rob his house while he was home and was going to kill him. The homeowner shot the guy. The homeowner went to jail. I'm not kidding. So these liberties that we have in the United States, you don't have them, and nothing even close to them anywhere else on the planet. And a lot of times people think in Canada, England, Australia, New Zealand, that because they speak English, they have the rights and liberties we have. They don't have anything close to it. So what is it with a lunatic like this white guy here with Jack Posobiec that has them so triggered? I was looking right here in my own community. I saw this on Facebook earlier. There is in the city of Wilton Manors in Florida, which is it's a suburb of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's a gay town. It's a city that's majority gay, and they're having tomorrow on the 4th of July the indivisible Wilton Manors resist Wilton Manors. And what are they resisting? What are they resisting? They got all the gay rights you could possibly imagine, right? I don't understand what they're resisting. What other country in the world do gay men and women have the rights they have here? The Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, is openly gay. He's a billionaire, and he's one of Trump's right-hand men. And I just don't get it. Years ago, the leftist out there, they did have issues, okay? You had the women, and it was mostly gay women, but you had women that were protesting to maintain Roe v. Wade. Okay, we want to be, even though they're gay and they don't have the kind of sex that results in pregnancy, they wanted to make sure, just in case they got drunk one night in a club and went home with a guy, that they could get an abortion. There were things that liberals, gays, were fighting for the gay rights. They have nothing left to fight for. And if you really think about it, it's kind of scary in a way, but most every single thing that liberals were fighting for years ago, they've won it. Gay rights, gay marriage, right? And we did overturn Roe v. Wade. It turned it back to the states. So in liberal states like California, you have more liberal abortion laws in Democrat states now than you had before when Roe v. Wade was in place. So what are they fighting for? They're like this guy. They're just a bunch of nuts who run around screaming at people and saying a bunch of things that are just stupid, that aren't even making sense. Okay, now let me see here. I got another angle of the Jack Posobiec incident. Let me see here. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, yeah, we got him from another angle here. So this is the Jack Posobiec guy in front of Independence Hall. Oh, his shirt says F Trump, and we'll see if we can see the rest of it because this doesn't have the blur on it.
This guy's saying white people don't exist.
Your ancestors moved from Africa too.
Oh, his shirt says... Oh, hold on a second. What does his shirt say? His shirt says F Trump, you Trump something Trump FU2. I don't know. That even makes sense.
Your ancestors moved from Africa to Poland, you dipshit. We're all Africans.
We're all Africans?
White supremacists. Look at that white supremacist. Get a picture of her. Get a picture of the white supremacist laughing.
White people so much.
We're not white, dude.
We're talking about
There's no such thing as white people.
overturning the
I'm
14th
freaking
Amendment,
Irish and English,
birthright
you dipshit.
citizenship.
Why are you so racist against white people?
White people.
Poster's gone in.
There are no such thing as white people. What's wrong with you?
No such thing as white people. What? You need some. This guy needs some water ice, man. Cool down a little bit.
There's no such thing as white people. You're pink, you dipshit.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
So what about Asians or blacks, Mexicans?
Yeah.
Are they?
All men are created equal. That includes the Asians and the blacks, even though you don't like it.
Didn't the English invent the whole white and black dichotomy?
My mom right there, dude. Seriously?
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, and I will hate you till I die. You know, I will hate
Look at this guy.
till I fucking die. Till my fucking
This
death
guy
sentence.
cursing up a
You are
storm
fucking nothing
in
to
front of the
me.
whole family.
And Jack Posobiec is there with his kids that look like they're 10 or 11. Class act.
Family.
Tell you something? You're a fucking traitor to this country.
entire
You're a fucking
movement
traitor to this country.
is
You're a
going
fucking traitor
down.
to this country.
You're going down. You're
I
going
am.
down.
I am fucking. I
Oh my goodness. He said there are no white people. We're all African. And then he called Jack Posobiec a white supremacist. Well, if we're all African and there's no white people, how could Jack Posobiec be a white supremacist? You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, happy 4th.
Oh, hold on a second here. I got to connect everything. Hold on, Nick. Hold on. I wasn't planning on taking calls, but I will. So I didn't turn the phone on. Give me a second, guys. We're live. Okay. All right, go ahead. Now everybody can hear you.
Okay, there's no hope for these people.
No, there's not.
They're insane.
Yes.
They've got a severe Trump derangement, which, and it extends all over the place. I just tell you real quick, it's still kind of open phone Friday, right? But it's just going to tie into what you're talking about. I'm up in Maryland, right?
Yep.
Blue Maryland, and I'm southeast of very cobalt blue Baltimore, which is horrible now. But the thing is, we have a low wattage, low IQ mayor who can't speak a coherent sentence. We have a governor who thinks he's Barack Obama Jr., and we have a great candidate, Dan Cox, running for governor, but the Republican Party won't give him any money. And then we have the former governor, Governor Hogan, who's really a Democrat, who hates Trump, trying to torpedo Dan Cox's campaign. Now, what I'm saying is that why does the Republican Party have this mentality of, well, we can't win these certain states, so we're not going to spend any money?
Well, because, I don't know enough about the race to have a educated opinion on the specifics, but what you just said there at the end is if the election is hopeless, why waste millions of dollars on a hopeless race that you can spend on races that could actually be won and are competitive, right? And maybe flippable.
Because you have to fight. This state went for Ronald Reagan. This state went for Richard Nixon. The state did. The city didn't. Back in '72. So in '68. So the whole thing. What I'm saying is, you have to fight. You just can't say, "Well, we can't win."
I think the Republicans are fighting pretty hard. Look at all the great successes we have that we're overcoming. I think we're fighting pretty hard.
I understand that, but I want them to be successful here because I want this state to survive.
I would like and Maryland is the home state of the one of the greatest Republicans of all time. Frederick Douglass was from Maryland. If you guys are familiar, if you don't know who Frederick Douglass is, you're probably a Democrat. But I want all states to be Republican.
where we live, Brian, we live in this historical area where the Battle of North Point took place. Okay, back in the 1800s, where we fought off the British and delayed their arrival into D.C. So the thing is, and of course, the Star Spangled Banner and all that. It's so historical, and this state, the city, and everybody discounts Baltimore, but it's a very strategically placed. You know,
no doubt.
There's a lot of military stuff here.
Absolutely.
A lot of government. So my point is, we shouldn't be discounted, and I think that it's up to the. I mean, I'm vocal about it. Everybody's got to get out and vote. You know, but
the way the elections have run for the past few decades will be changing dramatically over the next couple of election cycles, because one, we did away with these racially segregated black congressional districts. Those are done. We've done not in your state, but in many states around the country, there's been redistricting. The Democrat Party is being destroyed by the socialist commies and the Democrat socialists, and the Save America Act will at some point be passed. The Save America Act will at some point be passed, if it's not with the new Congress, with this one. So and when the Save America Act is passed, a state like yours in Maryland has a chance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I believe so. I trust President Trump and his team, and I'm not saying that as I'm not a sycophant. I'm like you. I know what the guy's doing, and he knows what to do. If you look at President Trump, he doesn't look worried. He's not worried about the midterms.
Nope.
He's
not a worry in the world. And believe me, he sees the real polls. Hey, Nick, I appreciate the call. All right, you have a good 4th of July.
Hey, have a great weekend. Thanks.
All right, you too. All right. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Brian, Mike in Palm Beach. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
So what I really notice is, I think, kind of once I realized that, like you said, the Democrat Party is like gotten what they want, like, constantly. So years ago, they wanted civil rights, then the gay rights.
No, civil rights was no, excuse me. The Republicans were the ones who were fighting for civil rights, against the Democrats.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what they're talking about now, the angle that they take nowadays, you're absolutely right. Thank you for correcting me. What I'm getting at is that the Republican values have always stayed steadfast and the same.
Yes.
We have never really wavered from what our ideals are. And when I realized that what the Democrats do is they're always trying to sell a new product. And when the old product gets, tossed out or used or whatever, they're constantly coming up with, and that was, if you know anything about the guy that came up with the climate thing, the Vice President
Gore.
Like, that was his product. His product was climate change.
Correct.
And so they've just come out with all these different products to try and find a market. So for each one of these products, they find a market. Whereas the Republicans, I mean, we seem kind of boring a little bit, but it was like at the Somali lady's thing that she did. She had the horn going in the background. She's screaming like Maduro, how she's ready to take the country and take all the businesses, with everybody screaming in the background about how, it's so wonderful that the government's going to come in and rescue them. And she had the horn going in the background. The Democrats, since Bill Clinton with his saxophone, they're just selling a product.
Well, what the Democrats do, what you were talking, like you gave an example, like climate change, it was global warming. What the Democrats do is they create they manufacture a crisis, right? Global warming is going to make the planet incapable of supporting life, and then they pour billions and billions of dollars into this problem they just made up, and then they steal all the money, like from the Leering centers and the homeless. That Spencer Pratt, that scam,
Correct.
They're a
funnel.
They're a criminal organization that's about nothing but financial crimes. They're not. The Democrat Party is not a political organization. It's a financial crime syndicate.
It's a business. Yes, exactly. It really is.
It is.
And it's a shame that none of these people and these cultures that have been used and thrown under the bus by them for so many decades, so many haven't woken up and seen. Like, you ask certain communities, like, what has the Democrat Party done for you? They have these figureheads that keep telling everybody to blame it on somebody else, and they're just constantly promoting the new product.
I know it seems that way, but look at as an example. Look at the Save America Act. 83% of blacks support the Save America Act, which is, and look at how, it used to be so unusual. When I first started doing this, if I got one call a year from a black Republican, it'd be like a big deal, right? And it's not, so these victim groups, gays, blacks, there's a new poll out today of Republicans are beating Democrats with the Hispanic vote. So these former victim groups we've co-opted. That's why they've been bringing in these Somali pirates and the Trinde de Agua and all these people, because we've been picking up their victim groups.
Well, if you look, the media just continues to push these narratives about things and continues to use these people that and the different groups just aren't. I just don't see them seeing it. I'm sorry, I had another point to make. It kind of slipped my mind.
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
It happens to me all the time. I just don't point it out so nobody notices.
Well, I love being able to speak, and there's not a whole lot of places that can reach so many people as you do directly.
Well, thank you.
It's so far more than a Facebook post or anything like that that just gets hacked up.
I hope so.
But yeah, I thank you for taking my call. I love the show, Brian. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon next time, brother.
All right, take care. All right, if you're on hold, hang in there. If you'd like to call in, the number's toll free, 888-465-2631. We'll be right back. On the line, we have Bruce. Bruce is a client of Jupiter Joe Thomas. He heard me talking with Joe Thomas about annuities and what a great deal they are, and he went in with his wife, and now he's a client. Hey, Bruce, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian.
So tell me about your experience with Jupiter Joe Thomas.
A fine gentleman. We sat down with Joe, and we explained everything to him, and we brought all our information, and he worked everything out great.
The cool thing about annuities is your money's never at risk. You're guaranteed a revenue stream for the rest of your life, but there's a bonus, really a signing bonus, where you can make a boatload of money before you even leave Joe Thomas's office. Can you talk a little bit about that, Bruce?
Well, that's where I was surprised when we sat down. We talked about the bonuses, and to my amazement, it was 10%, and there was even another one that's bigger.
Wow, that's amazing. So you made 10% on your money before you even got back in your car.
Yeah, it was more than that, but it was great.
Listen, guys, do what Bruce did. Give Jupiter Joe Thomas a call. You can set up a free consultation either on the phone or in the office, and Joe Thomas will put together a custom proposal just for you. His number is 561-743-0999. 561-743-0999, and online at jupiterjoe.com. All right, Bruce, thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Brian.
All right, we're back. I'm Brian. Thanks for joining. If you're new, welcome to the program. Make sure you follow and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, guys. When you like the video, it gets the video recommended to people that have not yet found my channel. I saw this on CNN. This was super cool. This CNN liberal lunatic has as a guest and is debating a direct descendant of General Robert E. Lee. That's right, General Lee of the Confederate Army, the Army of Northern Virginia, right? Direct descendant of General Lee, and they're debating DEI. Didn't earn it. And, the thing about DEI, I was talking to the last caller. He was talking about climate change. They used to call climate change global warming, and then they had a global climate summit, and it got frozen out. They had a snowstorm at a global climate summit. That's not a joke. So they changed the name to climate change. DEI is the rebranding of affirmative action. Okay, it's the rebrand of affirmative action. But affirmative action's got negative, so they came up with this DEI, which for the life of me, I don't know why the liberals came up with something that stands for didn't earn it, but they did. Let me take a call or two, then we'll hear from General Lee's direct descendant. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're on the air. You got to speak up. I hear you.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Bob. I'm up in Pennsylvania.
Hey, what's up, Bob, in Pennsylvania?
I just had a question. I've been walking.
Yes.
Is there a blocked word list that you can post? Because there's Democrats blocked. There's all these different words that are blocked.
Not by me. Well, you've got me now. So whatever you think you're blocked from, you can say to me right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's words you can't even type.
No, but you're using words now. So I don't know what you're referencing, but you're here now, and no, you can say whatever you want to me.
I don't want to say anything to you. I watch you, but I can't chat.
You're chatting with me now. You and I are chatting with one another, and and somehow you're saying you're somehow censored. I'm trying to get you to speak your mind and get everything off your chest, and then you say, "Well, I don't have anything to say."
I don't have nothing. I'm on your side. I watched for years. I'm just asking you what words that are blocked.
None that I know of. None that I know of.
There's the word Democrat is
You
blocked.
just said Democrat.
The word and is,
you just said Democrat.
You can't even type Democrat. I'm saying in your chat.
I just saw somebody type Democrat in my chat room right now on YouTube. Someone just typed in Democrat.
There's something wrong with
I think the problem's with you. Somebody just typed Democrat in the chat room.
Here, I'll type it right now.
I don't. Well, maybe the problem's with you. Somebody just typed and. Somebody just typed and. All right, get off the guy. This blows my mind. He claims that he's censored. I'm trying to get him to talk. Well, I got nothing to say. Well, you're not being censored. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. The rest of you on hold, hang in there. So this liberal on CNN. She's talking with a direct descendant of General Robert E. Lee of the Army of Northern Virginia, and they're debating DEI. And shocker, Robert E. Lee's direct descendant is opposed to DEI.
He said, we're going to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So why would the leader of the Democrats say, yes, we're going to help you create a more racist country instead of a more equitable country?
So, this goes back to this loon that confronted Posobiec. I feel like they live in an alternate reality that I don't live in, right? Listen to what she just said here.
He said, we're going to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So why would the leader of the Democrats say, yes, we're going to help you create a more racist country instead of a more equitable country?
So see what they do? If you don't agree with her extreme liberalism, you're a racist. See, people that are opposed to DEI, which again is a rebranding of affirmative action, we're not opposed to different types of people doing anything. Okay? No, who's opposed to that? But what we want are the most qualified people. And the example that's often used, would you fly on an airline if on the side of the airplane it said, this plane is piloted by DEI hired pilots? Would you fly on that aircraft? Of course not. Of course not. That's crazy town. You want to fly on an aircraft where the airline's hiring the most qualified.
He said, we're going to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So why would the leader of the Democrats say, yes, we're going to help you create a more racist country instead of a more equitable country?
So there's a charitable response to that, and that's that there's a lot of good people in this country that look at DEI and they say, this is choosing people on the basis of skin color,
I
on
assure you,
identities.
I did not get here because of my gender or
Did
my
I
race.
say that? No, I would never even suggest that, but that's at the heart of DEI. Are we denying that? Are we denying that DEI is about skin color and not about actually merit?
She has got a complex that people think she's on CNN because she's isn't she white? She said, I didn't get it because of my skin color or that I'm a woman. Isn't this woman white? Who is she? She looks white to me, but she's got a complex. I guess she's identifying as a non-white, as a liberal. But she's got a complex that she didn't earn her spot on CNN, that she's a quota.
I am denying. I'm saying that it is about both merit, it is about creating opportunity, and it is about recognizing merit. It is not about saying
that's not what DEI. Well, what I'm saying is you should open up your eyes and ears to other people who have different opinions on it. You're not open. You're just branded everyone that opposes DEI as
Robert
racist.
E. Lee, sweetheart, trust me, I know all about that.
Oh, she's the. Oh, I thought he was the direct descendant. Oh, excuse me. She's a direct descendant of Robert E. Lee. Oh, really? So she's the direct descendant of an insurrectionist. I just assumed he was the descendant. Oh, my bad.
That opposes DEI as
Robert
racist.
E. Lee, sweetheart, trust me, I know all about that.
But that's not very reasonable to brand everyone that opposes DEI as racist. You don't think there's other reasons
but
to
I'm
oppose
suggesting
DEI?
that the president start. You're saying how
There are
come
no
he didn't
problems
have
with
somebody?
DEI.
You're saying how come he didn't have somebody who was willing to work with him? And I'm saying when you come in and you are that hostile to a group of people, why would that doesn't create an atmosphere?
I want to jump in. I wanted to let this breathe. Because
Okay, and she was an advisor. She was one of Hillary Clinton's senior advisors at her 2016 campaign. Boy, oh boy, she had this woman who's completely out of control advising her. But she's a direct descendant of Robert E. Lee, and didn't she imply that she's not white? She looks white to me. I thought he was the descendant. Oh, well, whatever. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian. Happy 250 to
Absolutely.
you, your wife, your family. It's an outstanding day and wonderful to be in America.
Absolutely.
There's no other... The world would be a mess if it wasn't for us. Everybody should be thanking God for this 250.
You know, the United States is the oldest democracy in the world. There would be no democracy, no republics, no freedom, no elections if it wasn't for the United States declaring the United States, we are the original anti-colonialist.
We are, which proves that we are definitely not everything that these people accuse us of.
Yep.
And their only defense is to project what they are.
That's right. We're the OAC, original anti-colonialist. The OAC.
And the fact is, I hope that the DSA completely takes over the Democrat Party.
Oh yeah, I hope so too.
I hope they go full nuts.
Maybe we should donate to the Democrat Socialists. Maybe the Republicans, we should donate to them.
I think I totally agree with you because, to be honest, the fact of the matter is that independents are not going to go for that party. Okay, the Democrat, the midline centrists of the Democrat Party are not going to end up voting for them. They're either going to sit it out and not vote at all, or they're going to end up voting for a Republican.
That's right.
And that's completely fine with me. I love this country. I'm so proud to be able to be a citizen. I'm grateful to God, and I just couldn't be prouder. And I thank God for our president coming and liberating us from all of this craziness. The funny thing is that they had to do this. They had intentions of doing this the whole entire time.
That's
but
right.
Because of him, they knew that they were losing their chance. So and thank you for all of your hard work. And guess what? My governor might be going to jail.
I like that. Yeah, Governor Newscomb. Governor Newscomb. Newscomb and his wife must be freaking out because of this woman that was wearing the wire. Can you imagine what that guy talks about when he's not like on television? He's nuts on TV. What's he talking about when he thinks he's in private?
His history, his political and personal history, which you, I think, have highlighted, but there's more that's probably going to be coming out when people actually do their deeper dive into him. You're totally right about the Democrat Party being a criminal organization.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do not forget who Nancy Pelosi's father was and where he came out of politically and his association.
And he was from, wasn't her dad from Baltimore?
He was a mayor back east.
in Baltimore, I think. I want to say Baltimore.
Exactly. So, I mean, and that's the reason why he came out and he looked so scared the other day. I think that was when he ended up, because don't forget, his announcement was before the breaking of the wire, so he ended up knowing about this a long time ago. So there must be some serious stuff that's going to be coming down the pipe.
I can't wait.
To the fact that he ended up making a PSA in regards to the fact that they were coming after him, which is absolutely amazing. And I don't understand why somebody who's under investigation, even if it's, they said it was his wife, but I mean, it's him too. I don't understand why somebody would actually come out and say anything. Most lawyers tell you to shut up. So, I mean...
Well, Governor Gavin Newsom is a crazy person. He's not sane.
Oh, most definitely.
Look at his eyes.
No, he's
nuts.
stupid, remember?
He
said he was stupid.
By his own admission, and he can't read. He said he can't read.
Can you imagine that being his legal defense? I'm too stupid to stand trial.
It could be. It might be.
Love you, Brian. Thank you so much for everything you do.
All right, take care. Now, if you're on hold, hang in there. If you'd like to call in, the number is pinned in the live chat. If you're watching live on YouTube, 888-465-2631. 888-465-2631. All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, Tom Laporta here. We are Laporta Roofing, a family business since 1983. You are our customer. In other words, our boss. We are here for and because of you, not the other way around. The 2026 rainy season is upon us. Because we haven't had a hurricane in 2 years, all the storm chaser roofing companies have gone out of business, leaving only the strongest and the best contractors. At Laporta Roofing, we will never sell you a roof you don't need. We don't have salesmen or commissions, so we will never pressure you to sign a contract. Also, deposits are not required. At Laporta Roofing, you will always come first. We must earn your trust, and we will. So call me on my cell at 954-604-4602 or find us on the web at laportaroofing.com. That number again is 954-604-4602, 954-604-4602, or on the web at laportaroofing.com.
What happens when a group of complete strangers are thrown together and forced to rely on each other? Find out in the new book from author Helen MacArthur, Super Route 7, Ride or Die, available on Amazon. This darkly funny novel takes readers on a journey filled with unforgettable characters, unexpected twists, unlikely friendships, and the kind of secrets people spend their lives trying to hide. Written by veteran journalist and magazine writer Helen MacArthur, Super Route 7 blends humor, heartbreak, suspense, and sharp observations about the choices we make and the baggage we carry with us. If you enjoy character-driven stories with wit, mystery, and plenty of surprises along the way, Super Route 7 is a ride you'll want to take. Super Route 7, Ride or Die, from author Helen MacArthur, is available right now on Amazon and free with Kindle Unlimited. Get on board and order your copy right now.
MyPillow's second annual mega sale is finally here. Get our patented premium MyPillows that adjust to your exact individual needs to give you the best sleep of your life.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
Now for the lowest price ever. Kings, $19.98. Queens, only $18.98. And Giza Dream bed sheets, the best sheets in history, for as low as $29.98. Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets, towels that actually dry you, what a concept, now only $39.98. And our made in the USA mattresses and mattress toppers as low as $99.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But that's not all. Order right now and we'll ship your order absolutely free.
All right, we're back. I'm Brian. It is the Brian Craig Show, available wherever you get your podcast. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian. This is Charles. I'm up here in Rhode Island.
What's up, Rhode Island?
Listen, surprised that you don't know this Pelosi character. His past.
Oh, you're talking about Pelosi's father. Yeah, he was involved. He was a mobster. He was involved in organized crime and everything else. No, he was like a mafia guy.
Yes, a drug trafficker. That's all I wanted to say. I heard you talking, and it seemed to me that you had no idea.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Please.
So you already know. There's
Yeah.
a YouTube video that goes, it's the 4 families of California or something. It tells the whole story of the families, how Newsom is related to her and that.
Yeah.
And I mean, these people are in government. I seen all this coming, Brian, when Obama got elected. I'm 62.
Mm-hmm.
And up till when Obama got elected, when he did, I said to myself, we're screwed now, because you're going to put a young black man in charge. This is ridiculous.
Why would you? Well, why does the black man? Why is the black man part redid? That was the problem with him had nothing to do with being a black man. He didn't have
Correct.
he is a socialist. We knew nothing about him. You know, Barack Obama, when he was an undergrad student in college, he traveled to Pakistan and had a personal meeting with the Prime Minister of Pakistan at that time. You know, he is a very well-connected guy, connected to some very shady people. The problems with Obama have nothing to do with him being black. Zero.
I got that. That's just the way I was addressing him. I don't know if you find it offensive or whatever, but that's just, I said that as we're in trouble now, because at the time there was violence and a lot of hate going on with, you know, the Rodney King thing with the truck driver.
Reginald Denny. And
Yes,
the guy that, do you remember the name of the guy that kicked Reginald Denny in the head? Took him out of the truck and
No,
kicked
I
him?
don't.
Damian Football Williams.
Wow.
I got a good memory.
So, regardless, I mean, I used to watch every newscast and every rerun possible 10 years previous through George Bush, the Clintons. So when he got elected president, I said, "That's it, we're done." I says, I can't waste any more.
Well,
of my life.
look at what he's done. I mean, you know, look at what's. There's many examples of this. So I'm not going to go through more than just one right now. But look at what's happening this week.
Yeah.
These Somalis are all over the place in this country celebrating Somali Independence Day. They wouldn't allow an American flag to be put up in Boston this week. They had a Somali flag up for Somali independence in Boston, where the revolution really began with the Boston Massacre. You know, in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio, they raised the Somali flag, right? I mean, you know, Obama, when Bill Clinton was president, there were less than 2,000 Somalians in America, less than 2,000.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, there must be, the whole country must be here.
I know he's responsible for that. By the way, Brian, I'm from Spring Hill, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lived there 4 years, but I came up here after I graduated high school. Things didn't work out.
Yeah.
My father had retired, and they had a house. I came back up north for the industry, which got pulled out from under us in the early 90s. They basically shut down. Where I live is like the jewelry capital of the world, and that's what I do. I have a job.
Cool.
Working in tool setting up machinery, making jewelry, and it's very, very few jobs in that anymore around here. This place used to be loaded with factories. The sidewalks in the middle of the afternoon, everybody was happy. We all had jobs working. Then all of a sudden, they told all the leaders, "Oh, it's all going to China now."
That's right.
Brian,
That's right.
I used to pick up the Sunday paper on the weekend, and I could say, "Oh, I could get 10 jobs. Which one of these do I want to go to get me some more money?" Which I never did, because I was always loyal to where I worked.
Yep.
But those days are long gone. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And let me add with this, because I don't want to keep going on. I tend to get off track. I said I quit paying attention because I didn't want to invest any more in my. And plus, besides the fact I was out of work, I was just getting by, paying the rent and that.
Yeah.
And anyway, when I heard these whispers, because I was out of it, I'd never watched any more news when Obama got elected. It wasn't worth my time. I said, "We're screwed. It doesn't matter." I tried to concentrate on my own life, and I had, like I said, I had no choice. I had to. I didn't have time. I was trying to make money. Jobs were scarce.
Well, but you know,
So,
the young workforce of today, millennials and especially Gen Z, those are the ones like in their 20s, they don't even want to work. Work is not even in their life plan.
Yeah. There's plenty of jobs out there. It's easy to get a job. Well, listen, let me end on this. When I heard these whisperings, I'm like, Hillary Clinton for president? Are these people sick? And then I heard after that, because I was only listening in very slightly. I said, Donald Trump, they're going to put that guy, they're going to elect Donald Trump. Is these people stupid? I was so wrong about that because now that you know what got me interested in what was going on? I said, what's this Stormy Daniels crap all about? I got to know.
Listen, I gotta move on because at the rate you're going, we're only in like year 2 of Trump's first term. So, but listen, have a great 4th of July and call me again sometime.
Listen, Trump all the way. I love it. Mega, MAGA, Ultra. You see me commenting somewhere with the flag that says that? That's me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have a great day, man.
You too. All
Stay
right,
cool.
take care. You too. All right, good guy. Before I move to the next story, if you'd like to support all of my content, my YouTube channel, my podcast, my morning show, and everything, become a Patreon supporter. There's a link in the description of this episode on whatever platform you're listening on. And when you become a Patreon supporter, of course, you are supporting all of my content, and that is greatly appreciated. But you get access to a lot of exclusive content that is nowhere else, including my daily live streams just for Patreon supporters. And it's a great, great community of people. It's a no troll zone. No liberals, no Democrats, no never Trumpers allowed. It's a live stream much like on YouTube. There's a live chat. We have a great community. And not only are there no trolls, I talk about a lot of things that I cannot talk about here. A lot of things. Pretty much every day I'm talking about things I cannot talk about here. And when you go to my Patreon page, you'll see an option to become a free member. If you become a free member, you don't have access to any of the content. You don't even see the content. You've got to be a paying member to have access to the exclusive content. But it starts just $5 a month, okay? And you get access to all of that. Plus, you're supporting everything I bring to you. If you become a top Patreon supporter, you get your name up on the screen here on YouTube, and you get a live on-air thank you shout-out on every episode. So the names you'll hear now are my top Patreon supporters. I want to thank SFjr, Christine, Chuck, Pamela, Nick, Nick is who called earlier in the show, Wesley, Doris, Heather, David, Maria in Texas, Alice, LeeZep, Shawna, George, Brandon, John, Frank, Dale, Tina, David, Laura, Rob, Wes, Sue, Janice, Teresa, Irene, Rick, Michael, and Robert R. These are my top Patreon supporters. Thank you all. And again, there's a link in the description to my Patreon page. All right. So Mom Donnie tried to do a 4th of July message today. Listen to this.
The powerful have always known their answer. America, in their view, is an arena of supremacy.
Really? What does that mean? America is an arena of supremacy. See, this is a man looking at America from another country.
The powerful have always known their answer. America, in their view, is an arena of supremacy, where only a select few are allowed freedom, where not all are created equal. America, if you ask them, becomes less the more people it welcomes. America, they will tell you, belongs only to those with the right accent or the right shade of skin. The rest of us, they insist, should be grateful for merely being allowed to visit. How small they are, how weak, how unoriginal.
Yeah, and he says that sitting at the desk of our first president, General George Washington. What a sick man, and he's got a lot of problems beyond just that. But that is very disturbing. But I don't worry about him in New York. New York, you deserve it. We did everything we could do to warn you about this guy. You elected him. And I'm sorry, a bunch of liberals up there, like that guy yelling at Jack Posobiec. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. I know it's disgusting, isn't it? Mom Donnie, that is so offensive. So offensive. He's really solidifying himself as the leader of the Democrat Socialist of America. You know what he's doing? He's unseating Bernie Sanders from that role. Bernie's white. He doesn't like white people. Guys, please like the video. You know, remember, when you like the video on YouTube, it gets the video recommended to people that have not yet found my channel on YouTube. So please like the video on YouTube. And those of you that are listening on the podcast platforms, following and subscribing on the podcast platforms has the same effect as people liking the video on YouTube. All right, so please do that. My name is Brian Craig. This is where MAGA comes to talk. I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Take care, everyone.